What's going on, y'all? I'm making this video because I've been working on this media manager for about a week and it's pretty much done. And I wanted to just make a video with what all I made and get on through it and everything. This is part of my daily wizard that I do every day. This thing is supposed to let me take big old lists of images off of a phone or a camera and then slap labels on them so that I could refer to them in a database and search them by like topic. I'm going to go into media indexer. All right, so this is for internal use only. I understand these buttons are right on top of each other, and it's not the prettiest, but I've got it to working, and so it's probably going to stay like this, and I'm just going to move on. So I'm going to choose some files that we're going to index, and these are just out of my music folder. And so here they are. There's a picture. There's a few text documents. There's more pictures. All right. So one of the things that I found out when I tried to make this video the first time is this change size button. So the smaller so that it ain't so hard to see. All right, so I could fill out each one of these individually, but say if I had 100, that would take forever. And so I have these info families. So I'm going to add an info family here. And what it is I could fill out this form here and it would apply to any of them that I have these active squares on up under them. So like right now it would be for these 4 pieces of media. So I'm going to go ahead just for the sake of the demo here because this ain't the final thing. And I'm going to end up deleting everything. I'm going to say everything. I'm going to select all. I could also press shift and just select in between like that. But anyway, I'm going to select all. All right, so I'm going to say just for the date created will be today. All right, and then so we have all of them labeled with that. But let's say I wanted to label just these two here. They were created by a guy I know named Tahib, and he was the graphic designer. And then let's say I'm gonna add another info family, and it's gonna be these 3, and they're all gonna be I'm gonna add a tag, and they're gonna be song lyrics. All right, so pal, I think I could just press enter. In fact, I know I could. And then I'm gonna add another one, and I'm gonna say that this one, this one, and they're going to be promotional graphics. Promotional graphics. Oh, I can just press enter. I knew I had coded that. All right, and then I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna make this one have a enter tag. It's gonna be cover song. All right. So we have all these things, and so as it goes from the bottom row here up, it gets overwritten. So anything that was changed will get overwritten, except for the tags. They're compounding. All right, so I'm gonna go down here to the bottom and I'm gonna press submit. Oh, before I do that, I got to put some notes in. This is a test upload. It makes sense for the notes to be a required input. In practice if I was actually doing it. All right, so I'm gonna say submit. Oh man, it's uploading all these files. It's uploading all those, and it's cutting the big ones into little pieces so that I could upload arbitrarily large files to. And this is all just on my local server so that I can index media that I create. Oh man, there we go. It uploaded, and what's cool is all of this, all that information. If here, there's the cover song tag, and then there's the other tags here. If I go down here, the date created still there, and then all the are like what they were supposed to be, what they were. This form just got reloaded, and now I want to just show a little bit in the way of the code that actually processes this. And so if I go up here, let's see here. So here's my sync media function. It's like the heavy lifter that is parsing this complicated form. And so I go this right here. I'm getting all the forms that are filled out, and then I'm putting them in the order they're supposed to be. And then I'm going down here and I'm going through each one of them. And for each one of the settings, I'm going through and I'm setting a master. This final media data, I'm setting it to be correct, to be what we found. And then here I'm pulling out devices, credits, tag, and the paramedia sources. I'm pulling them out because they are in their own tables. And then I'm going down here, and then I'll check if there's a primary key already set. If there is, I use this RMF call procedure. It lets me call these generated procedures. This was generated automatically for me when I created the table. And then it would edit if there was a primary key. Then I've found that for these auxiliary things like what tags are associated with the media, if I go ahead and I delete like the tags that are associated with this media, then I can just arbitrarily change it. What I'm saying is them old tags are no longer relevant. I can't always do this. There are situations where it don't work. But with all these it does work. And I can say for all these tags that are in there, just delete them all. And then I'll go through and put more tags in that represent what we. So if we edited this form, this it would all get edited like it's supposed to. Anyway, I'm gonna cut it off there and move on to the next one. All right, so I had to restart the recording because I dragged a window and it revealed some of my desktop. So I'm gonna have to edit that together. But the next thing I wanted to show y'all, because these three things what I made in the last like week or so, is this image converter. So earlier I uploaded some pictures. I'm gonna find some with this search right here, PAL. All right, so I have this picture right here, and I'm going to submit it, and I'm going to I could save this to a different format if I wanted to. And the coolest thing is that these are things that I have to use other people's tools for, and this part only took like a day, maybe a day and a half. So I have this stuff right here, and then so I can extrude this crop. I don't know if extrude is the right word, and I can say export. Here's the formats I can export it to. That's the ones I usually use. And then I'm going to change that to PNG, and I'm going to leave the same tags, and I'm going to say, I think I'm going to have to, no. All right, so I'm going to say submit. Do I want to save that? I say, yeah. Save success. I gotta love it when it's a save success. Now, if I go up here and find media again, you see I have this zoomed. All that the zoom picture is in there now. So this is indexed and it's tagged with these tags right here. You know what I mean? And I could have made more tags. This is just a demo that I'm running for y'all. Before I do anything else, I'm gonna clear everything out. All right, so I'm gonna go back, and then the last thing is this media browser, and it's sort of this lets me do all the actions that I needed to be there to have like a real manager. And so there's a couple of things I had to do, like so I'm gonna say I want to go ahead and search, and so I have these things, and so if I need to add a break for that. So say I wanted to take I could delete this, I could edit stored, or I can add it to the list. I add it to the list, it gets added down here. I'm going to add a couple of different things. So, say I'm going to add to the list. I'm going to add it to the list. These are just song lyrics. And say I wanted to take my song lyrics and back them up somewhere. I can stage backup. And instead of my local storage, I can put it, I just have this as test right here. And so I can register in my dynamic, in my static data, I can register storage locations, and say I wanted to put it on the cloud, I could register somewhere on the cloud so it would appear in this list. And so I say submit, and then so right there you can't see it, and I'm not going to pull up my file system because I ain't really prepared to, but it just copied those files into a staging directory so that I could copy them anywhere I needed to onto the internet or onto another hard drive. And then when I click confirm, if I click confirm here, it puts it in the storage location, so it would have another. I'm gonna just say confirm right here so you can see. Okay, and then so for I had to refresh for this to it's a state thing. JavaScript developers will totally understand why it's easier just to refresh it. All right, so if I go and submit this again, and I went to edit storage here. See, I have two storage locations now, whereas before I had done that, there was only one. Now, I didn't actually copy the test. I have to do that manually because it would be complicated and time consuming to implement copying it to each individual place. Going to the cloud would be way different than copying it to another hard drive. Anyway, so when I click confirm, I say, all right, I've actually went through the copying phase, and now I'm going to go put it on there. And then uh, the last thing that I can do with this is, if I deleted it from the main server, if I deleted it from the main server, then it would delete the what's on the main server too. What's on it can see that. And anyway, so that's that's just the tool that I made. I'm gonna knock it off there. It I'm super proud. There's a couple of things I'm gonna change and I'm gonna fix since I did this video. I can see some things that could be changed, so I'm gonna do that. But yeah, dude, this is it. This is it. I'm super stoked. Super stoked. Y'all have a good day. Bye.